everybody. Welcome back to Two Full Two Stack. I'm your host, Nick Taylor, and just back from PTO, doing some glamping few hours north of Montreal. So it's good, but just getting back into the swing of things. So catching up on stuff at work. Also getting ready for this stream today. For those that caught the previous stream, I'll drop a link to it. But basically ran into some snags because I hadn't upgraded to Astro 5 yet, and then I tried to and ran into some issues, but got it all sorted. But basically, I merged the Astro 5 upgrade changes to the migration branch that I'm working on. But if you want to catch the previous live stream, you can catch it there. I just dropped that in the chat. So let's go ahead and just kind of jump into things here. So let's see here. Put myself down here, I guess. Yeah, that's good. Or yeah, we're good there. Anyways, hope everybody's doing well today. Looks like my buddy Angie's got some accolades going on there. Advisory board member for Load Mill. Congrats, Angie. All right. I gotta close some stuff here. Okay, let's just go to good old about blank. So what are we doing today? So if you've caught the last two full two stacks, we've been essentially, I can show you what we've been doing. So is this up and running? Let's get that going. Whoops, dev. Okay, that'll get started in a second here. And there we go. Okay, that's loading up. So let's go to nikkit.co. No, not to the talks. It's forwarding. Okay. So this is my current blog. This is in 11D. 11D is amazing, just FYI. Nikkit.live, which is the other site here, is where I have like all my, like I post my streams and stuff. And it's kind of more like content I've done. And although 11D is amazing, I don't know. I like the ergonomics of Astro, and I also, not that I have a lot of interactive content, but the fact that I can use React in it, and there's you can probably do some of this in 11D, but I wasn't a fan of nunchuck templates. I know you could switch it out and stuff, but I don't know. I just find the flow for me personally, it just works better, and so instead of migrating nikkit.co to Astro, basically the main thing over here that I really need to pull out is it's not like my about, my uses, socials, etc. None of like that can be repeated easily over on nikkit.live, and some of it's already there. Socials about. And I think I have this zoomed in. Yeah. Okay. But the main thing over here really that's left is the blog. So if we go to the blog here, this all works fine, so I can come here and then I just, can see my blogs. And that is really the big part I wanted to pull out. So we have that over here now. I don't have it in, oh yeah, I do already have it in the menu. So we have the blogs here now. And this is what we worked on the previous stream. So like all of these load up now. There's some formatting, like these code blocks need some padding and stuff. Not too concerned about that at the moment. Also really love this right to jail meme from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Shout out Fred Armisen. Uh, anyways, so the main issue we have left to do now is in 11D, you have something called shortcodes, and they look like this. If we do, there we go. They kind of look like this. So if we zoom this in, let me get some real estate here. Boom, boom. Why is that not hiding? There we go. Let's close that. Let's close that. Okay. And let's close the other things. So this is what a liquid tag looks like. Now, this will not work in Astro. Well, I think it can. I remember talking to Ben Holmes a while ago. A while ago, as in like a couple of years ago. I had him on the live stream, and he was saying I could use. It wasn't MDX. They had another thing. I forget what it was, but there was a way to support uh, short codes or liquid syntax, and never got around to doing it. But that said, like now that these are MDX, Mark Doc, that's it. Thank you, Sarah. Also, good to see you. And also, not sure when you joined, but I got upgraded to Astro 5. So before the stream today, literally merged. I got it merged into my main branch this morning, and then I just updated the migration branch to use Astro 5. So we should be all good now. Yeah. Cool, cool. Um, Also, shout out as always to the docs team. Astra has fantastic docs. So let's go ahead and if we look in, yeah, so Webpack secrets. Okay, that's an old blog post, but let's go to it. Webpack, where is it? Here we go. So this is the blog post. So we're using Markdown now, and or I think I've already converted these to MDX. But notice how the shortcode doesn't. It renders as text basically. So basically, what I want to do is all these shortcodes. I want to turn these into, since this is okay, they're not MDX yet, but I basically want to make this an MDX file, and then we could do something like this. Like Twitter, something like that, and in the MDX, and then this would be like ID, something like that, and then basically that would be JSX, and then we're in React land, even though it's server side rendered, or actually, this doesn't even have to be, this doesn't have to be JSX. This would be an Astro component. So that's kind of like what I want to do today. So there's a couple things we need to do here. So if I open up my other project here, nickit.co, and then we look for shortcodes, they're all in here. So I'm going to just basically, instead of flipping and flopping between them, I'm going to close this project and let's just open up a new file here. And we will change this to JavaScript. There we go. So essentially, like if we look for function Twitter, so you can see here, this is what it is. Twitter. Yeah, that's it. So, and the Twitter embed, if we look for that, where is it? Oh, wrong. It's in the other project, but is it up top or down below? Hold on a sec. I think it's in my 11T configuration. So let's just open that up again. nickit.co and 11T. Yeah, so it's in here, shortcodes. So if I look for Twitter embed, for example, so you're going to see here the shortcodes. This is where they get configured. So the Twitter embed is actually a shortcode Twitter, and then that's how I can use it. So I'm just going to copy this over to you. I don't want to have two VS codes open. So we can do this. Just put this down here. Okay. So let's start off here. Let's do, okay, let's put this back. And let's just change all the Twitters. So we can do this. For all star.md files, change this to Twitter to e.g. Twitter ID equals ba, ba, ba. there. Where is the ID of the Twitter post? Okay, that's good. And let's try that. That should update them all. So if we just if the LLM is going to be good, it's going to say I'm going to create a script to do it, but it might just replace it. Okay, so let's. Okay, so it's going to run a command. So okay, cool. All right, that's good. Sure. Yeah, let's just keep them all. Continue. Sure. Let's do it. So this is going to be. I don't know how exciting it'll be, honestly, but like basically, this is just going to put us in a better state. I'm happy that I'm going to be able to use Astro components in the MDX file. And you can see it's done a lot of changes already. So we can see there. Okay, that's got Twitter too. Okay, there's a bunch. Um, cool. So I should be able to just click keep. There we go. Okay, so let's do that. Now, if we come back to where were we? Is it this one? Webpack secrets. So now we probably won't see a short code. Now, the reason why we don't see a short code is because it rendered as an HTML element and it's in the markup. So if we do inspect, we should see here, Twitter ID. Yeah, so it converted it. And well, let me zoom that in. But okay, so this is not a web component. It's just it basically rendered it because it's rendering that. But interesting thing to notice is why is it lowercase? Don't save. Oh no, keep that. Cancel. Um, we can see it's uppercase there. For whatever reason, the markdown can. I guess the. I guess the. I guess it put it to lowercase because it just thinks it's an HTML element. But this is your browser being forgiving. So, anyways, so that works. Now we need to do the actual component. So, all right, create a Twitter Astro component now using this logic from an 11T shortcode. And then we're just going to paste it in and let's close that. And let's look for Twitter embed. Okay, there. Okay, I'm gonna close a few things here just to get some real estate back. And okay, that looks good. All right, there. ID. Okay, okay, now what else should we do? We should say, I guess, where should we put these in the project? Content, hooks, images, layouts. Utils. Yeah. Well, I guess this is technically a component actually. So create a Twitter Astro component now using this logic from the short code. Put it in the source components folder. Let's see what it comes up with. Props interface ID. That's correct. Use the same logic. Cool. Okay. Let's say keep. Let's just put all these changes up for now. Let's close that. Let's say keep. And let's go ahead and look for Twitter Astro. Okay. So there we go. So we've got the prop here. Then we've got Astro props. This can run async, I believe, automatically. The top level await supported. So we're gonna await. Doesn't matter who the user is. That's true. Grabbing markup. Sure. Tweet has been deleted, or get the JSON, and otherwise tweet embed. Tweet. Okay, the HTML. Set HTML fragment. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so that looks solid. So now let's go to, let's say, Webpack secrets. And okay, let's do this for all the talks in the talks content collection. Rename the star.md files to star.mdx. Cool. Oh, whoops, cancel. I meant to say, where was it? Edits. For all the blogs in the blogs content connection, rename them to MDX files. That's right. Okay. All right. Cool. And oh, it's just going ahead doing stuff. That's fine. Okay, sure. Blog rename sounds good. Right. Do. It's gonna be a lot of AI in use today because a lot of this stuff is just repetitive, mundane stuff. Perfect use case. Okay, still going. Uh, I wonder if it's renamed in the blog. Yeah, okay. Why is there? Let's see what else we got here. Okay, yeah, they're renamed. Sure. So let's update. So that checks out. Okay, they've all been updated. That's great. Now, if we get out of this, and okay, that's still running. Let's start the dev server again. Might have an MDX error. We'll see. Okay, so let's see what the error is. So boom, boom, boom. Blog, source content, blog. Oh, no, that's from before, I think. Okay. Cover image, reloaded data from MDX. Okay. That all seems fine. What's the complaint? Please use. Okay. Let's just go back here and let's go to blog. Let's go back to that good old Webpack secrets. Where is it? Okay. Okay, so Astro error. Okay. So it's looking, oh, I gotta open up the content config. I think we need to change that. So hold on a sec. Define collection. Okay. Talks collection. That's good. Content. Okay, that seems fine. Hey, Charles, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so I think it's not picking up the MDX for some reason. Not DMX, rest in peace. The issue often occurs when it encounters runtime errors. Okay. Uh, this probably makes sense because I don't have the import for it. So let's do Webpack secrets. So okay. So we have the element here, but we need to import it. So import. Is that right? Import Twitter from components, Twitter.astro. I think that might be it. Okay. Fail to load URL, resolve source content block. Does the file exist? Let's see here. Let's fix this. Um, okay. Import Twitter. Oh, I think I got to go down. Okay. Blog not found. Let's see here. But is that right? Actually, let's comment this out for a second and let's comment this out. Okay. So, yeah, okay, sure. That's just complaining about what I just added in there, the HTML comments. Uh, so it's not finding the blog. So let's go to blog.astro. Okay, that's a TypeScript error, whatever. It's not finding the content. It's got the content collection because if we come back here, like they're all here, obviously. So it's able to get the content collection. It's when it's loading the actual blog. So if we come to slug, I think I'm probably using MD instead of MDX somewhere, maybe. Okay, get entry, render. Okay, the render needs to use markdown. So let's do this. MDX. Let's do this. Blog post no longer render since converting to MDX. Do I need to change the render? And let's do that. Because if we go over this, let's copy that. Let's see what it says. Yeah, I figured the render type changes. This is actually well, aside from some doc sites I worked on, this is my first time really using MDX. We have both files. I notice your blog posts are MDX. Your talks are still MD files, so there shouldn't be a rendering issue there. But you mentioned a blog post no longer render. Yeah. Okay. The issue is likely that the related posts reject only have. Oh, I didn't even see that part. Okay, sure. Let's do that. Okay, let's keep that and let's see. No, that doesn't seem to be it. Let's see. Webpack secrets. Oh, there. Slug. That makes sense. What's this? That's talks. No, this is blog. Okay, so let's slug.astro. How did I miss that? Um, Here, let's close that. Uh, Fine, MDX. Okay, so related posts. Yeah, okay, that's fine. TRPC and full stack dev again, and a bit behind the curve here. All good, man. All good. Always be learning. Um, Okay, the related slug is not the issue, but it is good to still have that. Related posts, we'll go to definition, 3. You know what? Let's just do this temporarily just to see. Yeah, so it's 100% not the related posts. Okay, let's see here. It's not the related posts. Okay, let's see what do we got here now. Entry block. Okay. It's definitely because I know it's because it's MDX now. It's just not rendering properly. I get this error. Oh, yeah, I know it exists. Okay. All right. No. Get entry. Okay. No. Stop. Undo. The issue is get entry is not finding MDX files. Previously, it found the blog post fine as MD. Okay, let's go to the docs real quick. Astro MDX. I'm sure there's something I missed. So import MDX, that's fine. Oh wait, actually, let me double check. Do we have that in there? Okay, MDX is in there, so that's fine. Okay, loader, this is what we need. Glob pattern, base. Okay, I probably don't need the base, but okay, let's just try that. Let's go to content, config, and collection. Say loader. Say globby glob there. What's it not liking now? Hmm. Does your content config loader account for both? Yeah, no, it doesn't. Yeah, sorry, it doesn't account for both. So that's what I'm just looking at right now. So I'm looking at the docs here, and it seems to say use that and then schema. Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Da, da, da. I just saw that in the docs. I'm guessing I don't need to use. Well, I guess I need to use the base. Um, okay, cool. Yeah, I guess the type being content is kind of implied because it's a content collection. I'm guessing that's why it's gone. But okay, so we want to get MDX and we want to get it from source. Where is it? Content blog. Okay. I'm just wondering if I need that blog collection. Okay, there. Okay, we don't need that either, but define collection, define collection. I'm curious how it note talks or the talks collection. Yeah, yeah, I found it. Yeah, exactly. So I guess the only thing I'm curious about is for the talks collection here, for example, how does it know like what folder the talks are in and what folder the block like because if we just get rid of this for a second, if I just go to back to what it was, so schema, and there's different schemas here, but like how does it know? I I guess is this done because, for example, it's called talks collection? Does it just know to look by configuration, talks being the folder? Okay, okay, gotcha. Well, I'll move it to the V5 version. I guess for me, the one thing I was wondering was like, how does it know that? Well, it'll know it now with this loader because I'm saying where it is. But if I do this, well, we'll see in a second, obviously. But cool. Let's move that. Okay, and this is talks. Okay, let's see. Did that work? Okay, that seems to have done stuff. Let's see. Let's go back. Okay. Okay, so it's still finding the file. It reloaded, but I'm just want to see if I reload it. Okay. So let's see here. Okay, so if I go to my blog, okay, it finds the posts. Okay, post.render is not a function. Okay, that's good. That means we're getting further, but let's go back to Webpack secrets. Okay, post.render is not a function. That's good. So let me just continue through the docs here. So we got an MDX file, and there. Using components, yeah, I've got to import it outside the code fence, or not code fence. That's the gray matter code fence, I guess. I'm just looking for the slug one, like there. Boom, boom, boom. Post.render. Okay, let's hide that. Okay, that's good. So the content collections are fine. Let's close that. And so the thing is, let's close others. Cancel that one. Okay. We don't need this, this, this. I just want the Astro slug, this one. Okay, post.render is not, okay, that's fine. So let's do good old TypeScript. Okay, so it's the body. Okay, I think that's, and then can I just do this then? Post.body, let's try that. Come down here and let's do, don't know if this is it, but there we go. Okay, cool. All right, so we've got that loading. We still don't have the, did I import that? I don't think I imported it. So let's close this. So we fixed the slug.astro, and we've also, I'm guessing that's going to be an issue with the talks too. So let's do this. Post.render. Yeah, exactly. Talk.body. Let's get rid of that. Don't have to await it, which is nice too. All right, there. And let's get rid of this. And that. Let's do a set HTML talk body. That's right. Okay, so and let's fix this one too. It's already fixed, but where's the body? Body, where are you at? Post dot body. There we go. Okay, it already self-closed it. Okay, cool. That's good. Okay, so let's do that. So let's merge a few things here. Let's do okay, all of these, and let's do okay, let's undo, and let's add this. Not that. Let's add that. All right. Don't need that one in there, and we want the content config. There we go. Update content loaders for talk, and yeah, sure, sounds good. Okay, that's good. Now let's go back to one of those files. So Webpack secrets. Okay, we've got the Twitter. Oh yeah. You're making me laugh, Sarah, because when when Brian Rinaldi is on the like hanging on the stream with me, or not on the stream, but like in the chat, it's still something I forget about StreamYard, because you can obviously just post it, and then like I'll be doing something, and then it's like 10 minutes later, Brian will be like, "You can probably take that irrelevant point or question down now because we're talking about something completely different." So thank you for reminding me. Okay, cool. So let's do this. I'm curious if the language server, yeah, I don't think it can for MTX. Let's do import Twitter from, uh, let's see here. It's going down one, two, pretty sure. That should be it. So now if we re-render it, okay, let's inspect here. Okay, so it didn't render anything. Actually, let me open this, not this section. Div. Okay, tags node. No, this is what we wanted. Okay, so it's still rendering the Twitter down there, but why is it doing it like that? Okay. Let's see here. Let's go check the docs again. Examples. That's not what I want to see here. MDX is already configured. That's not what I want to see. Let's go into an actual file. So block quote, import block quote. Okay, yeah. So this is, I should have it in quotes, right? Yeah, I'm in quotes. Let's see what else. Oh, I wonder MDX wise. Let's just ask. The MDX file is not rendering the Twitter Astro component. Okay, I'll let that go. Let me just read a bit here again. Okay, yeah, that's the Astro page. That's one thing, but in the MDX, yeah, import your custom and then exports a components. Let's see here. Oh, interesting. Components block. Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay, okay. That's one thing. That's not what I'm trying to do. Visit them for full list of HTMLs can be overwritten as custom components. Okay. Let's see here. Nope. Hold on a sec. Stop. Collaborate and listen. Add context. Twitter, Astro, and Webpack secrets. Okay, there we go. The problem is in the blog page template on line 52. Okay, I'm setting HTML post body, which renders the raw HTML. Okay, that makes sense. So how do we handle this then? I need to fix a blog page to properly render the MDX content. The issues post body contains raw. I see this. Let me work with them. I need to use render. The render method no longer exists. Okay, what's it doing up there though? Yeah, post.render doesn't work. There's probably a different thing. It seems like the version of Astro. Okay. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, so okay, that makes sense. Ah, okay. That works. Okay, let's see. There we go. Boom. So we've got our first short code converted. All right, cool. So that's good. All right, so that is good. I am happy. All right, let's, uh, no, that works. I don't need to see that. And let's keep that change. Okay, so we've got that. And perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. So that works. First short code converted. Success. Okay. There we need to update the slug.astro and get where am I taking it from? Import. Oh, a render from Astro content as well. Okay. That's cool. Yeah. All right. Let's do that on slug for talks. Okay, we're making waves. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Okay, let's come up here, there, and then we're going to do, uh, where is it? Content. Ba-da-ba-ba. Okay, there. Let's get rid of this. And then we'll say content, which I know we don't have it yet, but we'll get that in a second. Cool. And then let's come back here and we're going to do the same thing. Good old AI adding the useless comment, render the thing. Okay. It's after that's not found. Okay. And boom. Oh, am I in the right one? Let's go. Slug talks. There we go. Okay. And this will be talk. Cool. So that renders still. And if we go back to talks, okay, that still renders too. Okay, perfect. So we've got the first one done and we're in pretty good shape already. So I kind of have an idea of how this is going. And I'm just going to take that out. Let's put this over here. Cool. All right. I'm feeling pretty good now. Okay. Let's close all this. Let's come back here and boom, boom. We don't need that. There we do. Let's go commit. Ba ba da ba ba. All right. Refactor. Commit. Okay, that's good. Now we've got the Twitter Astro component. Let's just add that separately. Feature. Cool. And now we're gonna add all of these. Should be like 152. That's right. Okay, that's good. Now let's see. The next thing we need to do is we have the Webpack secrets one. So let's do this. Um, okay, here for all the star.mdx files in the talks collection, not talks, blog collection, add an import for the Twitter Astro component, i.e., this just after the front matter code fence, ensure there's a new line in between, like in the Webpack secrets MDX file. Okay, getting there. Yeah, so I'm using agent mode in VS Code, just if that wasn't obvious. And oh, I don't have my. I set up beast mode on the other one. I thought it was supposed to sync. If I come here, I don't have it. Okay, I'll do that after. But there's this beast mode, which is pretty handy. Okay, so it's gonna search them, and then it's probably just gonna do search and replace. I'm guessing. Sometimes, okay, in this case, it's gonna create a script file. That's good. You definitely don't want your your AI tooling to just use AI to literally change each one every time. So this is smart that it's creating a script to do that. That's what I would expect. Cool. So let's let that go. And let's check over here. All right. Boom. All right, just doing a time check. Okay, we still got like 40 minutes. Okay. Just while that's okay, let's say continue. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know. I have the black eyed peas in my head, but I do. Okay. AI loves emojis. Okay. So let's take a peek at some of these. There should be a bunch of changes now. And it should say I'm going to delete the add Twitter import script now. But let's look at some of these. So okay, that's good. It added the empty line. Okay, that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. And I'm assuming there is a Twitter component in here. Oh, there is not. Yeah, that's what I forgot to do. Let's see here. Cancel. I made a mistake. Only add the import to MDX files that use the Twitter Astro component. So I'm gonna undo here. I'm gonna leave all those, undo these ones, but leave the Twitter script. I undid the changes, but kept the script that you can update to do the proper changes. Cool. Yeah, exactly. It wouldn't have harmed anything putting it in, but like, why put in useless code? Yeah, there's only 20 files. That seems about right. Okay, we'll get this done. And then once this is done, we can merge all that. That'll be the first one down. I have a generic embed one. So, okay, let's see here. What's it doing? So it's reading the file. Okay, so it's got the Twitter import up there. That's good. Yeah, so only if it includes that Twitter component, that makes sense. So it should make, pretty sure it should only make 20 changes. And I'm curious. So we should see 21 changes just because there's the script as well. So node add Twitter imports. Yes, I want to run it. Okay. Oh, maybe there's more. Okay. Process 34 files. Sure. Okay. That's good. And let's just do a sanity check. Okay. That's good. Yep. Okay. We want to remove it. Yes. Cool. Let's update those. And what do we got now? So let's see here. Add new boat. No, that's not what we want to do. We'll say refactor, converted Twitter, 11T shortcode to a Astro component. That's good. Let's commit that and let's push that up. Whew. Feels good. Okay. Now let's just make sure everything's running, obviously. Okay, exit. If I knew how to type. Okay, there we go. Back in the dev mode. Okay, it should pop up in a second. Whoops, what did oh, I didn't do NTL dev, that's why. Okay. I also think I deploy this to Netlify. I don't think I need to even use NTL dev anymore or Netlify dev. I can do npm run dev. I just need to have the .env file, and I think the new uh, Astro plugin for Netlify, I think handles like environment and stuff. But anyways, okay, so let's go there again down to the bottom, or let's look at this one. Okay, this is okay. We're expecting things to break because could not parse that. Okay, that's good. So one, we know it's actually doing MDX, but let's go back to our Webpack secrets. Where is it? Uh, okay, so that still loads, and we got our Twitter post, so that's cool. So we just need to move on to the next shortcode. So let's see here. Let's look at. We could do the. Yeah, we could do the embed one, and to give some context here, if I zoom this in, so uh, I use dev.to as my headless CMS, and I use the API to pull in the latest blog posts. That works. When I pull them in, I currently convert the liquid syntax to um, 11 shortcode syntax. The difference is um, liquid syntax, things don't have to be in quotes. So like here, the embed with this URL on the actual page on dev2. So like we can actually look at this. Let's go to dev2 and let's go to one of my blog posts, like I think this one maybe get Mc, I think Astro Islands maybe. Okay, so there should be okay. So you see here we have this liquid syntax. Now, if I look for the same one over here, oh really? Did I already do embed? Interesting. I don't remember doing that, but okay, let's see how I did that one. Hold on a sec. I'm generally confused at the moment. Oh, interesting. I already did one for embed. I don't remember doing that. I guess. Oh, you know what? I think. Actually, let's go see that file. But anyways, my point is uh, not a good example because I've clearly created the embed one. But here, there's no quotes, and then in the shortcodes, it requires quotes. So let's come back here and doo, 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 doo. Let's go to localhost blog, and then let's go to Astro Islands. Okay, so where did I include that? Oh, I think it, yeah. So I included this. Watch the full walkthrough. Is that the one? Uh, watch. Okay, yeah. So that's where it is. Okay, so that's already working. So I guess I think what happened is I did the embed and either Markdown picked it up somehow, or maybe I was testing this as a MDX file initially. But okay, so we've got the embed, so that's great. So let's do this. This is a little zoomed in, I know. Let's see here. Okay, let's do the same thing, but for the embed. And actually, do I have this in more than one place? Okay, yeah. Let's do. Okay, no, I don't have it in multiple places. So let's do this. Okay, so we got a bunch of them here. So let's do this. Okay, let's do the same thing for the embed short code. Convert. Let's just make this a little bigger. Convert EG to how did I have it? Um, embed URL. Okay, to embed. Oh, interesting. They might not all be URLs, maybe. It's like I gotta check that. Those are all URLs. All URLs, URLs. Actually, all embeds should be URLs, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they are. Okay, cool. To embed URL equals boom. Where the URL is. Cool. Let's close that. Let's shrink it a bit. So it should generate a script again to do this. Whoops. I forgot to add. Okay, yeah, here. Only add the, where is it? Only add the below the front matter code fence if the file contains a embed shortcode. There we go. That should work. So now if we look for this, so it should wipe all these out and they should it should just disappear in the search results shortly. Now the nice thing is we already have the embed code written, and if we go to embed.astro, okay, right now it's only handling getting a video, but we can do it so it can handle Twitter and stuff. And the context I wanted to give there, like the historical context, because if I bring this over here, so if we look at, like you might be saying to yourself, well, the embed handles all of them. So like Twitter or whatever, why not just replace all of them with that? The reason being is because my blog posts are hosted on Dev 2, and the content is pulled from the blog post on Dev 2. And before they created the embed liquid tag, they had other liquid tags like Twitter, Instagram, etc. And unless I go and update all my blog posts with just using the embed liquid tag, it won't. It basically won't work for me to just change everything to just the embed Astro component. So there's not that many, but essentially I could over time update my blog posts if I find the things. Honestly, I just can't be bothered. But if I were to remove all like the legacy liquid tags, then I could just have this one super embed tag. But that's the context, just to give context. So okay, so let's do this. It's going to convert the short codes, and if we look here, we should see this all of a sudden, all these disappear in the search results. Really? Let's see. Maybe I have to run it again. Oh, there we go. No results. So that's good. So like if we, um, okay. So if we look at some of these, I'll just let this finish running, but okay, cool. There we go. So let's close the agent and let's just look at some of these. So import embed, that's good. And you can see this is one of my newer blog posts, so I'm using embed pretty much everywhere. Yeah, embed, embed, embed. Okay, so which one is this? 2024 year in review. So let's go to that. 24 year in review. This should load. Okay. Expected token B. Bad request is not valid, Jason. Interesting. Oh, it is. It's because we're only handling videos, YouTube URLs at the moment. So let's come here and let's go to basically all these embeds. CodePen embed, DevLink embed, Twitch embed. Okay, let's do this. Okay, update Twitter embeds. No, we don't need that. Okay, I think that's good. Boost link. That we don't need either because that's oh, we could use that, I guess, but we'll put that after. Let's see here. There. Okay, let's do this. Come back here and that's all good. So let's see here. What's it say? Uh, refactor, converted, embed 11T shortcodes to embed Astro component. Okay, let's do that. Let's push that. Okay, now let's come back here and we're gonna say new. I'm gonna say create components for each of these different, each of these shortcodes. Then let's put them here and boost link. Uh, that's sharp cat intent tweet, whatever. Okay. And what else? They are called. Where is it? Okay, so if the short code is called, e.g., the Astro component name should be YouTube, where YouTube is the uh, media we are trying to render. Okay, let's see what it does there. Well, that's going on. I'm just gonna check out a few things here. Boom, boom. Hope other people, anybody else take some PTO this year. I hope you have. It's good for the brain. All right. So this should generate a bunch of Astro components and we'll just see what it does. Okay, while that's going on, bum, let's see here, 211. Just checking. Yeah, I got a meeting at 2:30. We'll need a bit of time, but once this runs, I think we'll kind of wrap it up for today. And essentially, basically, we gotta just finish doing a rinse and repeat of converting all the short codes to Astro components, and then importing those Astro components in the MDX files, and uh, then obviously using the imported Astro component that replaces the short code. Then that should be all good. We already have blog in the menu. Then the next step is I just need to add the boost link. So if we go to nikkit.co, for example, not talks, it keeps redirecting. It's supposed to redirect, but okay. So if we look here, so like this one here, this is my blog post about creating the dev2 MCP server. I have these boost links. So you can boost it on dev. So like it'll take you to dev2, or I can toot it, so I can go to Pachyderm or wherever. Whoops, let's go back. I can share it on Blue Sky, etc., etc. Discard, yes. These are basically, I just want to add this to all the blog posts. And in fact, I should probably add these to the talks too. But that's a separate thing. That's not so much, um, that would go in the actual blog template, like the slug astro file. I wouldn't have to put that in the MDX, but that's something I want to add too. And I can't remember if we're showing um, the the date and the reading time. Let's see here. Webpack secrets. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, I have the date, but I don't show the reading time. So maybe that's something we can put back in too. I honestly kind of wondered, like, do people really care about that now? I don't know. But anyways, so let's close that. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so okay, created the boost link. All right. Buzzsprout we don't need, but I'll just leave it there for now. Code sandbox, dev link, embed. Okay. We don't need the, did it update this? Okay, yeah, it updated it. That makes sense. Okay, so I think we're in a good state here. Um, I've got a meeting in like 15 minutes, so I definitely want to have a bit of time to chill before I do that. But I'm really happy with the progress we made here today. So essentially, uh, I will finish this probably offline, just migrating all the short codes from 11D to Astro components. I'm going to put in my boost links in the blog just under the title. And after that, I think we're essentially done. The only other thing I'd need to do is I'll need to update my script that generates the blog posts, like pulling them down from via the dev2 API. Right now, it pulls them down as markdown files. I'll need to just rename those when they come in as MDX files. I'll also need to, where I'm currently converting a liquid tag to a short code, I'll need to convert it to the given Astro component and import that particular Astro component as well. And I'll have to do this if it has multiple. I mean, going forward, it's just going to be embed I'm using. But yeah, so that's kind of what I have to do. So pretty close to the end here, but yeah, happy with the progress. Glad I got upgraded to Astro 5. Um, going to MDX has been pretty not so bad. So I'm pretty happy with it. So anyways, thanks everybody for hanging today. And we'll see you next month, probably mid-September. I'm not sure when. I'm going to be at Commit Your Code. That's like from the 24th to the 27th of September. But I'll try and get a 2 full 2 stack going before that. And yeah, I'll see what we'll be talking about then. But I I'm a big fan of Astro, but I don't think we need to do another Astro stream because the migration of this will probably be done. Um, we could look at live content collections at some point. It's new, but I think the next stream might be more AI focused. We'll see. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.